What's more important, the market, the deal, or the operator, right? So I typically start the very top thing typically is the market because I think that if you're in a market that's a growing market, growing in population, it's a growing as far as number of certain types of businesses or certain types of demand for that specific asset, you're going to do really well, even if there's kind of mediocre performance because you're in the right market. The rising raises all ships. I think that's the most important thing. But the thing that I realized that I didn't have, which a lot of people really want, is I wanted financial freedom, but more than anything, I wanted time freedom. I don't want to be in that place where I have money, but I don't have time. And so it really led me on a path to discover more about financial freedom, about, I started buying houses. I was able to leave my corporate job a few years ago. And it's allowed me to really create the life that I want to create. I really work with people to really like my first book talks about firing yourself. How do you fire yourself and replace your working income with passive income? It's figuring out how do I develop more income without taking up more of my time. Or as Warren Buffett would say, learn how to make money while you sleep, right? So to be able to have more freedom. And so, like Braveheart, where he goes, freedom, it's like feeling that cry on the inside. It's this desire that continually, man, if I had something that I could do, that I could sell, or I could be a part of, for myself, rather than making some other company millions of dollars, that would be amazing, right? And so, obviously, there's risks involved, but I think, to really be able to create the life I want, these are things that like we say, oh, someday I'm going to do all this, but someday never comes unless you actually schedule it, you actually plan it, you actually do it. Then it's not going to happen. And so that's where the time freedom element I think is just so important because you can make more money, but especially as you get older, and I know you're a pretty young guy, as you get older, you realize the years just go by, and before you realize that your life is slipping away, and you're like, man, I just want there's these things in my heart that I want to do. I think most people have dreams and things they want to experience, they want to do, they want to create, and being financially free allows you to be able to do that. This works, and then that's where I try to do the scale of buying more houses and scaling up because I wanted to try to again find a way out of my corporate job because I think the more time goes by, and again, not everybody's in this position, but if you are a physician, an attorney, if you're somebody who works a corporate job, or like for me, or I was in sales, you can be very much treated like you're just a cog in the thing, and you've got to they're just squeezing you to have absolutely as much productivity as they
Mm,
possibly can get out of you. And what came out of my mouth was, thank God I'm not doing that job anymore, right? If you get your mindset in the correct place, and then you do these specific things, it's almost inevitable that you will become wealthy, right? But these are learnable principles. These are things you can change the way you think in your actions, and it actually can lead to you become, and that's the norm rather than somebody actually inheriting it or somewhere else. Napoleon Hill says, spend 30 minutes a day, which is a long time, 30 minutes a day visualizing the person which you intend to
yeah.
become. So if you're that, so I'm in that person,